Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Nova Eaters. Now, when we left off, we had just taken basically everything we could. We took back Amarad from the Turgan Horde, and now we're taking back de Cuba from the Vaegirs. Now, it's actually kind of amazing. The Tsar of the Vaegirs has moved on. He's actually moved on. I actually took back Shinipak Castle just now. It was a siege tower castle. There was 21 soldiers there. Can you imagine how unbearable that is? Because I believe the threshold for them giving up and surrendering is 20, and they had 21. So that was kind of annoying, but otherwise we were able to very easily take it back, and now we're going to take back de Cuba under the shade and darkness of the night, and hopefully we'll be able to very, very decisively and swiftly take this back, and then we can head on to the other Turgan Horde areas. I'm just basically trying to undo all of the SAR's work, because if we can do a little bit more in that regard, you know, just trying to undo their work, then I think we're going to be in with a much greater chance of survival. Obviously, do bear in mind that the Nords have already been beaten back. I think I saw a comment that someone said to go and kill the Nords or something, but that's the thing, the Nords have already been beaten back. I actually did do that already, but anyway, the point is, I think what I'm going to try and do, and yes, there is actually a castle in the north. I have not forgotten about that castle, but the problem with that castle is that it is requiring a huge amount of materials to be ready, and I'm going to need to get those somehow, and that's going to be very difficult, but we're going to try our best. We're going to try our very best to do that, but just bear in mind that it's going to take a little bit of time, and I don't really want to be like, okay, so I'm going to go from the desert all the way in the south, and I'm going to go all the way to the north to one castle. I mean, that just doesn't seem very logical to me. It doesn't seem like I could make a very good run of it in that case, because obviously I could very easily defend a castle like that, but I would be right in the middle of Nordic territory and basically right next to the Vaegirs as well. And as you can see, the Vaegirs are actually they're not difficult, but they're just kind of annoying right now. I'm going to actually retreat here because I don't think I can actually kill the 5 units that were remaining there, so hopefully the auto-resolve will do that. And it seems to maybe have done that, so yes, there we go. You will be ransomed and your soldiers will live. Fantastic. Okay, so now do bear in mind, I actually have no water right now, so I'm going to be attempting to get some of that. So I'm going to give this to Durgamus, and we're going to go in and get some water. Come on, give me some water. Yes, give me some water and some mead and some wine. Oh, fantastic. Oh, yes, very nice. And yeah, I think we're probably going to need to buy some more, but there we are. De Cuba has been taken back, and he has decided, and by he I mean the Tsar, he has decided to take Durin Castle. But we're going to go on to Barrii here, because Barrii is, well, it's one of the Turgan Horde's towns, and I think it would be a good idea to weaken them as much as possible. And how do we weaken them? We take their towns, because towns are usually tied to the most villages in the area, and if you restrict the amount of villages that they have access to, then obviously we're going to be in a much better spot. Now, yeah, they have taken Durin Castle. Obviously, the Tsar is just going to be running around, and he's going to take as much as he can, but I don't really care about him right now. I'm just going to ignore him for the most part, and even if he takes Amarad back, he is spending his hard-earned time doing all of this stuff, and, oh yes, this guy, yeah, he's come back. He actually did come back beforehand, and he gave me some right to rule, so I would assume I gained 3 right to rule, so yeah, I think now is a good time as any to actually level up Ferentis here, and we're going to then ask him about, yes, there we go, supporting our cause. Fantastic. So there we go. Yes, very good. You'll do that. Very well. Very nice. Okay. So we do have 2 lords in our party right now, so I'm going to be executing them immediately. And we're going to execute that one as well, because the Turgan Horde, we don't want them to be strong. We don't want them to be capable of doing anything, basically. We want them to be as weak as possible. And obviously Mateld is, well, actually awaiting a level up as well. So let's get a little bit more in agility there for her. and some more athletic skill as well is probably going to help the most. Shall we say? Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably good. And we have leveled up as well, amazingly enough. So let's go for some more agility here, because we want to get 8 in craftsmanship, and we only have another 3 levels until we have 10, because technically I already have 1 book, but apparently there is another craftsmanship book, and hopefully that will then enable us to maybe have 10 in craftsmanship and then be able to craft the best weapons and armor possible, which is going to be pretty insane in my opinion. Okay, so let's have a look at Barry. Let's see what the garrison is like. It's actually not that bad, and they do have a couple of Dagnabia units. It is a ladder castle, or technically a ladder town as well, so we're going to be within a very, very good chance of just clean sweeping them, basically. So let's go in. Come on, let's do this. I'm sure we can do this. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is kind of maybe no, I don't think it's that worrying actually. It seems okay. I think the ladders are okay. The walls don't seem very high. I mean, yeah, they're actually kind of high, and the ladders are kind of short and well, not short, kind of thin. Ugh. Yes, if I could get my words and descriptive things ready, then I think that would be fantastic. Okay, anyway, let's do this. The Turgan Horde doesn't have the greatest of units, so we should be okay here. Wow, we've already eliminated one of the vassals themselves as well, so that's great. I'm going to try and use my Scream to clear out a little bit of space here, because obviously we want our people to be able to get into the battlements as best as we can. And that seems to actually be working quite nicely, I've got to say, which is kind of weird. I mean, yes, okay, usually it you know, kind of pays off quite well, but this is actually a lot better than usual. Usually, you know, they shore up the gap pretty fast, and they stop us from leaking inside very, very quickly, but this time around, not so much. So, maybe the Turgan Horde is losing their edge. That would be nice. Okay, so let's see if we can just... Come on, let's get them. Let's get them. Come on, yeah, there we go. Okay, and oh, look at that. We actually have some people behind them as well. That's fantastic. Oh, I didn't even realize that that was the case. So, pincer movement and slaughter as a result. Now that's amazing. Okay, so let's heal everyone here. And I'm also going to be healing myself a little bit as well, just to cancel out of the animation a little bit faster. And now I'm going to shoot with my musket. Take that. Oh, okay. So I really missed. Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised about that, because that was basically point blank. Well, not point blank, but you know what I mean. It was basically impossible for me to miss, because everyone was in such a tight formation down there. But, okay. Diggory is Diggory, as we know. So, let's see. There we go. First person crowd surf. There we go. I made it. Yay. Okay, so you're going to get shot in the face. Yep, that's what you get. Yeah, you got shot in the face. That's what you get. Yeah, you try to kill Diggory, and you get shot in the face. Okay, anyway. I'm actually kind of surprised that worked. Anyway, now we can make our way over to the last remaining reinforcements, and hopefully destroy them. Oh yes, lovely. Oh no, do you see that? Do you see that in the distance? Do you see all of those dark units over there? They're dressed in very dark armor, probably to intimidate us in some way, but yeah, they're all archers. They are all archers. This is going to be rather amusing. Let's see if we're able to defend against them. Okay, they're not actually killing us at all. Alright, okay, never mind. Apparently I overestimated the Sabadar archers' power, because I actually thought that they were extremely good, but maybe it's just because our Huskars have shields and they were able to defend against them, because I thought that most of our Svenmas were actually going over there, so maybe that may have been the reason why. Anyway, let's just try and slaughter them all. Yes, love it. Okay, there we go. Now, the one thing I would very much like is a little bit of damage modeling on some of the opponents here. I can only hope that we're going to be seeing that soon, but yeah, you know, my opinions don't necessarily get... Whoa, that's a lot of lag. I do apologize for that. Wow, that is... Yeah, there's a lot of lag there. I guess it's because all of the enemies spawned in at once. But anyway, point is, my opinions do not usually get implemented in any way, shape, or form, so Yeah, I'm not holding out too much hope for damage modeling, because obviously you don't want it to be too bloody, but I kind of do. I kind of do want it to be quite bloody, not like soaking the entire battlefield in blood, but that's very realistic. That's kind of realistic, so I don't know. Anyway, look at that. Did you see that? Did you see how much we gained there? We gained 69 morale or something? That was insane. So we've taken 339 and killed them all. And we can take these guys prisoner as well. Fantastic. Okay, so we only lost 2. Are you serious? We only lost 2? That's amazing. Okay, so let's take some Svenmas. And we can take some... Yeah... I don't actually know. Oh, no. Okay, I'll just take the Varangian Guards. Oh, no. Maybe I've made a mistake. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's take that, and we can sell that a little bit. And now I'm going to give this... Where am I going to... I'm going to give this to Pietro, I think. He only has 3 villages. I think he could definitely use it. And we're going to buy some food and water from him. Very nice. Let's buy all of that. Thank you very much. And we'll buy... Wow, really? They really don't have that much food? Are you serious? Okay. Well, they're all the way out in the desert. It's kind of a bit weird that they don't have any food, but there's actually a local Norse temple here. I should actually show you how you increase your piety, because I don't think I've actually done that on screen ever. I did it once off screen when I was still in Norse territory and I was traveling between the 2 places because I was looking for timber and things when we were first starting our colonies, and I had a bunch of money from the properties, obviously, and so, okay, this is what you can do. I want to make a donation, so I have a suitable amount of money, so I'm going to spend 20,000, and our piety has increased by 20. So now, if you go out here, you go out onto the world map, and as you can see, does that actually do anything? I think we just have so much piety that I don't think 20 piety is going to make a difference, but initially, when you first actually donate anything, or pray, or do anything like that... Oh, he's apparently attacking a Shinipak castle again. That's kind of hilarious, but anyway, yeah. As soon as you spend any amount of money at the local temple, whichever one you may be affiliated with, unless you're an atheist, of course, but point is, if you do that, and you gain a bunch of piety... What? Okay. My apologies. I was interrupted by the huge 490 garrison in a regular castle. That's kind of amazing. Okay, well, a regular castle it is. Let's go. Anyway, point is, what I was saying is, once you donate, you gain a bit of piety, and then I think when you reach a certain level of piety, you gain 1 charisma point. So let's say you gain, I don't know, 10 piety, that means you'll gain 1 charisma. Then you have to gain, I don't know, 15 piety, and then you gain 1 charisma, and so on and so on and so on, until you cap out, or until something happens. I don't actually know what the cap is, but it's actually kind of a cool system, because it kind of enables you to gain charisma without speccing into it, and that means you can use your skill points elsewhere, and I think that's actually really nice. Anyway, let's put our archers on the outside here. And oh my, we're outnumbered. We are outnumbered, but thankfully we have some pretty good tactics skill here. Yeah, we're gonna lose a bunch of units, but I think it's kind of worth it. I think it's kind of worth it at least. Okay, so let's focus on our weapon completely here, and we're gonna make our way up. Come on, X-Men, let's do this. I do know that I think we lost a couple of X-Men, so I'm kind of a bit sad about that, because I think it's actually really cool, but yeah, it's just how it is. It's just how it is. You do lose a couple every now and again. Yeah, come on, let's get in here. We need to get in. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's what we like. Okay, so I'd like to kill the archers, if possible. I'd like to kill the archers, so I'm going to try my best. I'm going to just kill some of these on the battlements here, because I'd like to get a little bit more space for our units. There we go. And, whoa, there's huge amounts of lag. I suppose it is because these guys are using some pretty decent armor and weapons, and maybe, are they custom? I don't actually know. Is the armor custom? Is the weapon custom? I don't know. But I just know that there's a huge amount of lag there. And, oh my, look at that. There's a huge amount of units there. Okay, come on. No. Well, that's disappointing. That was very disappointing. Okay, come on, Diggory. Please reload a little bit quicker. That would be nice. Okay, so apparently when I face towards the action, I lose 20 FPS. How fantastic. Okay, well anyway, let's... Oh. Really? Really? That has to be the most pitiful thing ever. This accuracy is awful, but hopefully I'll be able to increase his firearm skill in due time, and hopefully that will make a difference. Okay, I'm going to tell our archers to charge in now. I actually just left our archers in the previous siege to charge in. Oh no, I'm going to die. Or I was, if I didn't just take 52 damage. But, I mean, just look at that, okay? Do you really think a real person jumping from here, maybe with heavy armor on, it would probably hurt quite a bit, wouldn't it? But I don't think it would almost kill them. So, yeah. It's kind of a bit counterintuitive, I'd say, but anyway, that's fine. I'm going to be slicing away here at an extremely low FPS for some reason. I think something may be happening. I don't know what, but I'm going to cut away and I'll try and figure it out. Okay, well, I'm trying a little bit of a different tactic here. I'm placing my archers on the battlements here because I think that they might, if they're kind of good, they might decide to actually shoot at our opponents because they do have some arrows remaining. So I'm actually going to go into first person here. I'm going to shoot. There's a nice headshot. Oh yes, that's what I like to see. Okay, but otherwise, everything seems to be quite at a standstill right now, so I might cut away again, but for now, I'm just going to see what's happening here, just healing our people up, and oh, there's actually a fence here as well, so this makes it kind of difficult. Oh no, maybe not too difficult to get over. Okay, well, that's fine then. Gonna heal myself as well as we make our way over to the last remaining archers. As you can see, look at this, we've absolutely slaughtered all of them. It's absolutely fantastic. They do have a huge amount left though still, so do bear that in mind. And these guys are obviously going to try and assassinate Diggory. We won't allow that, will we? We're going to dig their graves. Yeah? Yeah? Dig? Okay, well, anyway. Well, that seems to be it. Look at that. What, did we actually kill... No, we didn't kill all of them. We did not kill all of them, so I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here. We're going to go and crush any remaining resistance, but obviously these guys are not going to be very difficult to kill, but we are only with our companions, and apart from Mateld, all of them are kind of bad in combat, so yeah, as you can see, Mateld is absolutely destroying everyone, and Lorena is having some problems. Let's see if she's able to... Yeah, there we go. Good job. Good job, Lorena. That was very nice. Anyway, there it is. We have taken one of the... Well, I would say one of the most difficult fiefs we've so far seen from the Togan Horde, and perhaps anyone, apart from the Aztecs, I suppose, considering their numbers. I'm saying their numbers mostly here. Anyway, do you see this? Power draw 15. That is hilarious. Okay. Anyway, let's go on and see what's happening here. Okay, so Eric has advanced. That's fantastic. Let's give this to Zothos. And we're gonna then see what happens. Okay, so there you go. We've taken a little bit here. Durran Castle obviously has been taken by the Vagiers. I'm going to take that back off screen because, well, seems like the right thing to do. And the Shunipak Castle is probably going to get taken as well, and I'll probably take that back yet again. So from there, I suppose we'll head on to... Oh, that's actually under siege right now. Tolga is under siege. Okay, so I guess we'll just head on to Sharwa and Asugan Castle and try and connect our territory. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.